Hibernian against Kilmarnock. It is full live commentary from Tannadice. Dundee United against Heart of Midlothian in the company of Cammy Bell, Alan Preston and Rob McLean.
Cheers, Richard. That feel-good factor we're talking about, very much alive and well, both here at Tannadice and at Tynecastle as well. United coming off the back of that very successful trip to Vienna, which sets up another big night here on Thursday, as Jim Goodwin's team look to surmount another hurdle and stay on track for a place in European group stage football. Hibs very much in that category, of course, as well, after their trip to Belgrade. And as for Hearts, well, 5 out of 5, and 5 pretty emphatic wins as well. 4 goals in each of their League Cup group games, and maybe that victory against Aberdeen, which was 2-0, was knocking on 3 or 4 as well. Such was their dominance last Monday night. Looking to kick on from there. Derek McInnes talking about keeping this winning run going, and you would think every chance here today against Dundee United side, which is being sorely stretched. Injuries, illness, suspension, and when you look at the United bench today, it's a bit thin in terms of making changes within the game. It's a strong 11 to start, and that's us underway on Tay's side. And it is a mouth-watering fixture, this one. Dundee United against Hearts. 3 changes in the home team, including Miller-Thompson slotting in at left back. Ivan Dolcek is into the side as well, playing one of the wing-back positions, as Ferry suspended and Waters picked up a bug, as Jim Goodwin told us. Papo injured in Vienna, and Owen Sturton getting a start here as well. And the United fans will be excited about that, because in his little cameo appearances so far this season, he looks as if he's strengthened himself physically, and could be an interesting partnership, this one, with Zach Sapsford up front for Dundee United. And at the moment, Sapsford can do nothing wrong for United. 4 European goals they've scored, the team, and he's been involved in all of them. Yeah, he's had a brilliant start to the season, and again, he looks a real acquisition for Dundee United. He's a threat at the top end of the pitch. We all know he can score goals. And listen, Owen Sturton, I think it's his first start for Dundee United, so he'll be up for the game. He had that spell at Montrose last year. I think he got 9 goals in 14 games, so we know he can hit the back of net, obviously at a lower level, but he'll be absolutely looking forward to this game today. Very competitive from the off here. United in possession. Hearts trying to close them down. Pancamera involved early on. The United fans have taken to him as well very early on, the Guinea international. He's a really steadying influence in the middle of the midfield, and he's got a good partnership going in there with Craig Sibbald, who was outstanding in Vienna for Dundee United, just sniffing out danger, cutting out any potential problems for United, who twice came from a goal behind in that game against top-ranking opposition. It was a result, that one, Alan, to give Dundee United bags of encouragement.
I thought they were excellent, really good. Tough place to go, a team with a really big budget. I think 40 million turnover for Vienna, but a wonderful result from Dundee United, and hopefully they can finish the job off on Thursday night.
We could do with dragging that coefficient upwards a little bit, and Dundee United Hibs giving a bit of assistance in the week.
I don't think there's been a better week for Scottish football.
No, listen, it was a brilliant week, wasn't it, for Scottish football? So positive, everyone's speaking about them, so long may that continue.
The ball back with Kucherenko, made a couple of smart saves in Vienna. I guess the jury probably out on the Ukrainian goalkeeper early on, until the United fans see what he can do. He's had 1 or 2 shaky moments, but he's certainly produced some important saves, as Yovu plays one down the right side and Miller-Thompson is after it, and back goes Harry Milne. The pair of them scrapping. Thompson keeps it in that shaded area in front of the main stand, and Well, I mentioned the word competitive early on, and everyone out there snapping into the challenge as the ball goes out for a Dundee United throw.
Miller-Thompson does brilliant there just to keep the ball. He falls over with the pressure from Milne, but he manages to get back on his feet, feed the ball in, and they've got a throw in. It looks as if they're going to play this a long throw into the Hearts box now.
In go the back three. Plenty of physique and presence about Jovu and Karestes and Esselink. They're all in there. If the delivery is right, it's Thompson's throw. It's en route and it's headed away by Milne. Back in from Camera. Danger still not over for Hearts. It's an early flurry around the penalty box from Dundee United, and it's ended by a blast of David Dickinson's whistle.
And looking in, you can see Xander Clark now got a cap on. Cammy, what do you like? Did you like wear a cap? Because he's looking directly into that sun. I could see him there shielding his eyes with his hand.
Listen, I think that's a thing of the past now, Alan.
Pat Bonner will be listening.
Listen, I wore one in the cup final when I won it in 2012 against Celtic. So yeah, a cap was a favourite of mine, definite.
It was all about fashion reasons for Cammy. He didn't want his hair ruffled by a cap. The ball's out down the pitch. Hearts have got themselves forward for pretty much the first time. Little spin from Milne. Talking about players endearing themselves to their supporters. Well, Harry Milne would definitely be in that category for the Jambos at the moment. Coming in from Cove Rangers, and he doesn't want to just be on the fringes of it. He wants to be playing, and the way he is playing, Alan, he's going to be difficult to leave out.
I think you've got to leave him in if he plays well. Good performances, that's what you want. And you would expect your manager to say, you're doing well, you're playing well, stay in the team.
A little exchange down below us between Miller-Thompson and Jim Goodwin on the touchline. I think it was a little handshake to say well done up the pitch, keeping the ball in, keep on showing that grit and determination, keep on showing for the ball as Jovu fires one forward. Sapsford lets it go. Halkett clearing it down the pitch for Hearts. Jovu tries to control it towards Thompson, intercepted by Shankland for Hearts, shifted across to Frankie Kent, and then it's Alan Forrest down the right hand side looking to get a half yard to get the cross in. He's done pretty well to get the cross in, but there was no great challenge on Kucherenko. An easy catch for the keeper who bowls it out to Camera. He can't keep it, and Hearts have the ball again with Devlin feeding it back into the centre of defence, and Findlay. Now Shankland again, dropping deep to get involved. Spittle reverses it towards the byline. Milne plays it in low, and Esselink boots it away from 6 yards out.
Last year it was Spittle and Penrice down this side. Really good partnership. Penrice now away. Milne settled in really, really well. Left wing back for Hearts. Good signing.
Yeah, it does seem like big boots to fill. That Penrice was so good, but Milne full of energy, full of creativity as well. Dundee United defending at the moment as Hearts start to ask one or two questions. Lovely skill from Braga. Tries to fire it across goal. It's cut out by Jovu, and it's gone behind for a corner.
Yeah, good partnership, Shankland and Braga. You see Braga, Rob, is a box of tricks. Really good with the ball at his feet, good touch, links up well, sometimes overplays it.
So corner kick for Hearts, left hand side, goalless early on at Tannadice. Outswinger from Milne. Oh, it was a great chance with the header coming in. It was Frankie Kent who got there, and he looks heavenwards because he wasn't picked up. It was pretty much a free header from about 10 yards out, and he's missed the target.
I think he's got to score. It's a free header, no one near him. Good set play. I think Halkett takes a couple of United defenders away into the area, and it's a free header for Halkett. Would expect to do better.
Yeah, it was a really good chance. It was good movement as well from the Hearts players. Just freed him up. As you say, Alan, he gets a clean header on it. Anywhere on target, it's in the net.
Kucherenko launches it. Tidying up is Halkett, just getting his body in the way. But the ball goes out close to the corner flag. It will be a Dundee United throw-in, and this match at the moment is swinging end to end.
And it's Miller-Thompson going to go from right wing back to wide left to throw this in. They all go up again, all the big guys.
Sunshine on Tannadice and a big crowd inside for this eagerly awaited fixture. Hearts can go joint top if they can win this one today. Celtic 6 out of 6. In comes the Miller-Thompson throw-in. Climbing high was Halkett, but it's Devlin who just launches an up and under in his own box. Not cleared yet. Dolchek with a shot, blocked. Back in again, and Devlin gets it away. Bit of a scramble back there for Hearts as Dundee United apply some early pressure.
You can see what that long throw-in does for Dundee United. Just causes chaos in that Hearts defence. Devlin slaps his clearance high in the sky. United get 2 or 3 shots away. They get blocked, but again, I think that'll be a ploy they'll use all afternoon.
They're a massive side, Dundee United, when you look at them. It's really big.
Really nice pass into the midfield from Esselink to find Sibbald. He's off and running now. The driving run. McEntee tries to stick with him, but Sibbald got his pass away. Now it's Dolchek flicked into the middle. Chevet is there. Camera right in the middle of the pitch. It's a really good start this from Dundee United. Fired in from Kerestes to Chevet, 40 yards from goal. Vishko Chevet tries the shot at goal. It bounced in front of the goalkeeper, and in the end, that's a really good save, diving down to his right from Xander Clark.
Yeah, it's a brilliant save from Xander Clark. It's one of the difficult ones, as you say, Rob. Just dips in front on, bounces, skiddies off the surface. Xander gets 2 hands on it. It's a brilliant strike, and all comes from Dundee United. Are just holding their width well, so Hearts don't know whether to go at the ball or go out wide. So, yeah, it opened up nicely for him.
Nobody goes near him, Rob. Hearts just back off, allowing him to have the strike. Great hit, good save.
Corner kick, Dundee United, left-hand side. Dolchek with the outswinger really well flighted. The header blocked, and the follow-up shot from Sibbald is charged down as well. And now it's the counter-attack. This is a breathless game at the moment, with Claudio Braga getting Dundee United up the pitch, left-hand side. Threads it through for Shankland. It's back with Braga. Lovely disguised pass. Milne, his cross was deflected. And Forrest coming in off the right side just couldn't get his head to it.
Oh, it's a free header. How does he miss?
Amazingly, this game is still goalless. Kent plays it into the box, stabbed away by Yovu, and out for a throw-in on the far side.
What about that little reverse pass from Braga?
Lovely disguise. Looking one way, ball the other into Milne. Good Milne up the inside of Braga, and it's a good ball across. Forrest just misses it.
Take your eyes off this one at your peril. It's all happening at Tannadice, and it's still incredibly goalless. Seems only a matter of time before we get the opener here. It's Hearts' turn to fling in the long throw, flicked on near post. Spittle tries to get there at the edge of the area, but Camera takes it away for Dundee United. Takes Forrest with him as well. Devlin trying to get close. Down goes Pan Camera. Dundee United's number 8 still on the deck, and Jim Goodwin will hope he gets up sharpest, because what he doesn't need is another injury. But it is a Dundee United free kick, and it is Dundee United 0, Hearts 0 on BBC Radio Scotland.
It's been a breathless 11-12 minutes so far. Really good stuff, you know, but I still think Forrest has got to score, Robert. It's a lovely ball by Braga and Milne. Flights it across. As you know, I think it's maybe not tall enough, but it's an empty net. The keeper goes down.
I think the ball just takes a little nick, deflects up over him, and it's unfortunate for Forrest the way he's coming in. But yeah, what a start to this game, been brilliant.
Yeah, I think without the deflection, he's scoring, and certainly Frankie Kent before him should have been scoring with his header. But Dundee United with plenty to say on an attacking level as well. Dolchek involved. He's on the move now. He wants it back from Camera. It's a good cutout from Forrest. This game is being played at some tempo. Up it goes to Shankland. Then goes Yovu. Oh, it's a brilliant challenge from the centre back to win it back for Dundee United. Now Camera tries to keep the ball, but there's little time on the ball at the moment, as every time one team is in possession, the other is hustling to try to get it back. The ball goes back to Kucherenko, and the keeper hammers it downfield. Stuart Findlay is there for Hearts, a goal scorer on Monday night, the all-important second goal at Tynecastle that squeezed Aberdeen out of the equation. They have 0 points at the bottom end of the Premiership. Hearts looking to make it a maximum 6 if they can get the desired result today. But this is massively competitive between these two early on. And despite their efforts on Thursday night, despite the travels back from Vienna, Dundee United looking pretty fresh, you would have to say. Harry Milne chips it forward for Hearts. Stretching was Jovu to prod the ball away at the edge of the area. It's collected by Findlay. Lovely bit of footwork from him to get the ball away from Sturton, and he switches it across to Frankie Kent, who drives with the ball and now releases it for Forrest. Forrest on the left side, left foot cross ball in, great chance. Claudio Braga, flashing header, but it's straight at Kucherenko.
Either side of the keeper, it's the back of the net. The pace is all on the ball. Forrest cuts inside, whips it in with his left foot. Braga gets across the front of the centre half. It's a decent header, straight down the keeper's throat.
But it's a brilliant ball in from Forrest. It's so flat, and Braga makes a fantastic run. And as you say, Alan, any side of the goalkeeper, and he's really struggling, but straight up.
Well, this is an entertaining 0-0, that is for certain. On the back of Aberdeen 0, Celtic 2 earlier. And the defending champions off to the kind of start you expected from them. And already 2 points better off than Rangers. Jovu to Esselink at the back for Dundee United. But you can't afford to be dallying on the ball for too long here. Otherwise, a challenge is coming in. The ball shifted out towards Dolchek, and it goes behind off Forrest, and Dundee United have got themselves a corner kick.
Brilliant diagonal ball out to Dolchek, just holding his width. I spoke about Dundee United holding their width in this game, making it difficult for Hearts, and he gets his rewards. They've got a corner, and as Alan said, the size of Dundee United are a big side, so they're a real threat at set pieces.
And Hearts make zonal as well. You can see them. The Hearts have got the big lads across the 6-yard box. Halkett, Findlay, Kent, all along there. If I'm United, I hang it out. That's Hearts' best headers of the ball there. The three of them along there. They've got to hang this ball out and allow the bigger lads to go and attack it.
Dolchek with a corner kick, bags of pace on it. Milne gets a touch to deflect it outside the box. Sibbald was there. And now Chevet angles it back out wide for Dolchek. Can he keep it in? He can. And having done the seemingly difficult bit, then he slices it behind. It's a bit of an anti-climax because there were real possibilities there for United.
Yeah, a little bit more composure. He does brilliant just to hang out there. Spittle switches off for a second, allows Dolchek to get in behind, and he can take another touch. He doesn't need to cross it at that point.
That has to be the out. You know, Forrest is a good winger, but he's not a wing back for me. He's not great defensively, so already United are trying to exploit that. Couple of diagonals over the top of his head. That should be the ploy for Jim.
Yeah, it's really interesting, isn't it? Out in the wide positions, wing backs who are maybe thinking more about attack than defence, and it's a question of who can pin back who can put pressure on who can create opportunities here. And there have been plenty of chances in the opening section of this game as Milne again powers towards the byline, whips it in, it's punched away spectacularly by Kucherenko. Looked as if he could have caught it, but the snappers will have caught that one. Back in from Milne, headed away by Esselink, flicked on by Camera. Sturton can't keep it, and Hearts have it now with Halkett at the back.
Beautiful bit of skill from Milne on the left-hand side, nutmegging United player Miller Thompson, getting to the byline, whipping it in, and the keeper very theatrical.
Shankland and Braga looking to combine at the edge of the area. Bert Esselink taking no chances, and he puts that in the stand. What about the flying punch from the goalkeeper, Cammy?
Listen, to be fair to the Dundee United goalkeeper, I think he sees his own defender there, and he panics a little bit, just wants to clear the danger, which he done, so you've got to give him credit for that.
Good work again from Claudio Braga. Pressure on Dundee United at the back, and Jovu could do nothing other than hook the ball behind. It's going to be another corner kick. Are we going to get a breakthrough here at Tannadice? Plenty of close things, but no goals so far. Right in front of the near 3,000 Hearts fans. Milne's corner kick deflected near post. Whoa. A scramble on the back post. Penalty.
I'll have a look at it. I thought he was dragged to the ground as he was getting pulled away from the ball.
Yeah,
I think it's Findlay. I think it's Findlay.
Yeah, it's Findlay.
Yeah.
I thought it was, Rob. Just looking at it live, I thought it was a penalty.
Yeah. It looked a bit...
He's trying to get in, and he's getting pulled back from the ball.
It looked clumsy, didn't it? It looked a bit awkward.
I think he gets too tight to him. It's a flick on from the corner. It ends up breaking to him at feet. But yeah, I think he's far too tight to him, and then panics because Stuart Finley's got the ball at his feet.
So is this the chance then for Hearts to go in front? It will be Lawrence Shankland who has the ball. Kucherenko stationing himself on the goal line. Confirmation from VAR that the penalty is the right decision from David Dickinson. Won by Findlay. Will it be converted by Shankland? Chances at both ends so far. Is this the moment for the breakthrough? It's Lawrence Shankland, and it's easy as you like. He just waited for Kucherenko to commit to his right-hand side, and he just dinked it down the other side. It's a fourth goal of the season for Lawrence Shankland, and Hearts are ahead against Dundee United at Tannadice, and they will hope on track for joint top of the Premiership.
That's a really good penalty kick. Goalie goes one way, ball goes the other. Nice and composed. Lawrence Shankland, a different Lawrence Shankland this year than last year, without a doubt.
Yeah, again, it was a brilliant penalty, as Alan says. Just watches the goalie and then just slides it into the other side. He looks full of confidence. Lawrence Shankland, as Alan says, looks really good this season.
Yeah, Jovu's effectively pulled him down, hasn't he, at the back post. So I think there's not much doubt that's the right decision. Sports team will have a look at that tonight, but I don't think there can be too many complaints.
No, certainly not from me, Rob. As I said at the time, I think he gets too tight. He panics a little bit and just yanks him back because Stuart Finley's got the ball at his feet. So it's a definite penalty for me. Panicking
was something that Lawrence Shankland didn't do from the penalty spot.
Just walked up, and it just shows you, because last year he missed a few penalties in a row. You know, with the contract situation, everything playing on his mind. He's now playing with freedom now, back scoring on goals as well on a regular basis.
Well, we've been talking about what a great week it's been for Scottish football. What an advert this is for Scottish football. What a game it's been so far. Dolchek cutting in off the left-hand side. Is there a chance for a shot at goal for Sturton? Well, no at the moment, but he's won a free kick 25 yards out. Let's go to Brian quickly at Easter Road.
1-0 Hibernian. Rocky Bashiri on target. A free kick floated in from the left-hand side by McGrath. There was Bashiri at the back post, giving the keeper no chance. Hibernian 1, Kilmarnock 0.
So Hibs and Hearts both looking to go joint top with Celtic tonight in the Premiership. But Dundee United looking for a way back here at Tannadice, having seen Lawrence Shankland score down at the other end. It's 25 yards out, just about right in front of goal. Big opportunity this.
Yeah, huge opportunity. Sutton done really well to draw in the foul. Again, he fainted as if he was going to take the shot on from 25 yards. It drew in the tackle from the Hearts player, and it's given them a huge opportunity, this.
Dolchek for me.
Yeah.
Left-sided.
Yeah, the Croatian placed it very carefully, just outside the D.
Could go either way though, Roberts, right in the middle.
It's Ivan Dolchek! What a goal! Xander Clark got a hand to it, but he couldn't keep it out. Brilliantly flighted by Dolchek, and Hearts' advantage didn't last long. It's a brilliant equaliser, and it's Dundee United 1, Hearts 1.
Yeah, it's a brilliant free kick, as Alan said. He could have went either side. He goes to Xander Clark's left-hand side, whips it over the wall. Xander gets a little hand onto it, just can't claw it out. Brilliant finish.
And those Dundee United fans at that end, behind the goal of Xander Clark, what a view, Alan, they had of that.
Oh, magnificent. I don't know. Keeper Clark gets a hand to it, but this isn't strong enough to keep it out. But it's a foul by Kent. I think it is on Sturton at the edge of the box, and you're slap bang in the middle of the goal, 25 yards out. The option to go left and right, but you could just see that Dolchek fancied it. Lovely technique with his left foot.
See, for me, Alan, that's probably puts a doubt in Xander Clark's mind. He doesn't know which side he's going to go. It's directly in the middle of the goal, so he can go up, he can go round the wall, or he can go up and over into the corner that he did do. So I think that played a part in where the ball ended up.
So he shouldn't have kept it out, Cammy?
No, listen, he gets a hand in it. I think Xander will maybe look back at it and think, could he have done better? But it's hard because it goes up and over the wall, so he's only seeing the ball once it goes past. I think it's got enough pace in it, so I think Xander's really unlucky with that one.
Yeah, it was some hit, let's be fair, from Ivan Dolcek, who scored, of course, at Falkirk last weekend in the 2-2 draw, and he scored again here for Dundee United. Again, it's locked level, and it's Dundee United 1, Hearts 1, and it's some game. And both sets of supporters loving what they're watching. And here come Hearts again, looking to create from the left side, and it was Spittle with the cross, and it's headed away by Chevet, and it's out for a throw-in, which Harry Milne will take just about 15 yards from the corner flag. Back to him from Spittle. Now Blair Spittle with some room to aim the ball into the middle, but he was shut down in the end by Vichko Chevet. And it's Halkett for Hearts into the feet of Devlin. Halkett again down the line, Sturton flinging himself at the pass to make sure that it didn't hit its target, and it's gone out for a throw-in on halfway.
I've seen that equaliser, and I know Cammy's going to back the goalies. I'm not.
Right.
He's got to do better.
Right.
Got to do better, Clark. It's not as if it's right in the corner. It's a couple of yards in. He's got to do better for me. He's got to move his feet quicker, get over that side.
No, listen, I agree. I think, listen, when you get a hand on it as a goalkeeper, you get a hand on it, you always think you can do better. So I think Xander will look back, but you take nothing away from the finish. It was a really well executed free kick.
That's not in the top corner. That's not even near to the top corner.
Earlier, Aberdeen 0, Celtic 2. Right now at Tannadice, Dundee United 1, Hearts 1. It is compelling stuff. It is the best of the Scottish Premiership, and who knows where this game is going to go from here. Already a couple of goals. We could have had a couple before that, and it's difficult to separate the teams at the moment, both with real quality going forward, both asking serious questions of each other defensively. The ball to Milne again, heavily involved on the left side for Hearts. Spittle plays it back to Findlay. We take a breath at the moment. There's a lull, if you can call it that, because there has not been really a chance to draw breath since this kicked off.
That's been a brilliant 25 minutes, really good. Both sides, I think it draws a fair result just now, Rob. Both sides going for it, creating chances. It's really, in the middle of the park's really interesting. There's battles all over it in there.
Listen, both teams are moving the ball really well at a good intensity as well. The pace that this game's been played at is fantastic.
Milne again in possession. Miller-Thompson snapping at his ankles, but the ball goes back to Stuart Findlay. Spittle now involved. Triangle of passes down the left side, and the ball pings out of play in the end. Just thinking about Xander Clark, Cammy, it's a big chance for him, obviously, in the absence of Craig Gordon, to claim that jersey. So these are big moments if he is going to get blamed for that goal in any way.
Yeah, listen, it's fine margins for me. Goals like that, again, as a goalkeeper, you will look back and you think, what could I do better? Alan mentioned it. Can you move your feet? Can you take that little step that gets you that save? And I think when you look back and you see that in sports scene tonight, it is fine margins. He gets a good hand in it. Could he claw it around the post? But as you say, Rob, this is a huge few games for Xander until Craig's obviously back challenging him again when he's back fit, because Craig will want that number 1 spot back.
We've also got a problem with the national goalkeeper as well.
Yeah, there's a yawning gap between 42-year-old Craig Gordon and what comes next, and that is a problem as Findlay for Hearts steps into midfield and then rolls it wide to Milne. Harry Milne constantly probing down that left flank. Spittle linking with them. Hearts just for the moment slow it down, calming the game down to a frenzy the way it's been going so far, and it's into the middle of the pitch now with Craig Halkett.
I think Hearts have got to keep the tempo up. If there is any tiredness in the United legs, it will tell later on in the game. So Hearts, for their part, have got to play at a high tempo.
The big diagonal out to Spittle, and he just prods it towards Milne on the byline. Good challenge to try to stop him, and in the end Dundee United do get the ball fired forward, and there was a late challenge on Miller-Thompson. Well, another goal at Easter Road, Brian.
Another goal for Hibernian. Junior Hoyle had played the ball into the path of Ellie Ewan, who used his pace to take himself away from the Kilmarnock defence. And although the keeper managed to get his body onto it, he just couldn't stop it from getting over the line. Hibernian 2, Kilmarnock 0.
On the back of that brilliant result in Belgrade and on the back of beating Dundee at Dens last weekend, Hibs are flying, and there's going to be real competition in the capital this season, isn't there?
Well, hopefully. It wasn't really much last season, so yeah, I hope there is.
It's Bert Esselink with a long ball down the pitch, which gets away from Sturton and all the way through to Zander Clark, who will be mulling over that free kick from Dolček in his mind, but he has to get on with it and hope that he'll have the chance in the game to make important saves, maybe match-winning saves for Hearts in the course of this, as the ball is shuttled out towards Forrest and then back across the pitch to the left side. We've seen much more of Hearts attacking down the left than down the right, and at the moment the ball in the middle with Cammy Devlin. Back from McEntee to Kent, and then it's wide for Forrest. Socks rolled down and he angles a run into the middle of the pitch and then squares it for Findlay, who's happy to step forward and then flick it wide for Milne. Harry Milne just looking to again get room for a cross. It's a right old scrap with Miller-Thompson. Yovu comes across and clears, but only after David Dickinson had blown for a free kick right on the byline.
Here's a chance for Hearts. They've employed a set-piece coach this season, so we'll see what they can come up with for this.
Harry Milne does brilliant. Again, Stu Findlay maybe just overplays the pass. He does well to keep it in. Very direct, wants to get to that byline and draws in the foul from Thompson.
Hearts were ahead through Lawrence Shankland's penalty, but just for a couple of minutes until Dolček scored down at the other end. Are we due another goal in this game? It's 1-1. And the free kick is just between the penalty box line, left-hand side, and the touch line, and it's about a yard from the byline. Milne plays it in low, bouncing in at the near post. Dundee United get it away. Chasing back was Spittle, who sliced it. Then it was Cammy Devlin, who does well to win it in the midfield. Camera tries to get close. Now it's Claudio Braga, left-hand side for Hearts, rolls it back in. The touch pass to Milne, and now Braga again dancing towards the byline, cuts in, shot blocked, out to the edge of the area. McEntee had a go at it, it was blocked. Devlin is there, it's frantic stuff, and in the end Dundee United managed to hustle it out for a throw-in. Milne takes it quickly into the feet of Claudio Braga. Back with Milne, fired in, a measured cross headed away by Yovu. Cammy Devlin collects, just shuttling the ball around, doing all sorts of good work as usual for Hearts in the midfield. Milne in, Braga takes it, twists, turns, heads for the byline. Chevet was diving in as Braga cut that back. It was kept out at the near post. Milne is scrapping for it again. He was hoping,
Kicking the ball away. That's needless. He thought it was a corner and kicks it out.
Yeah, he played it towards the corner flag, and David Dickinson said that gets you yellow.
But it's been breathless, absolutely. 30 minutes, both sides going for it, been really good stuff.
First time I've seen Braga live, and listen, he's a real live wire, isn't he? Very direct, great feet. And Dundee United were fortunate because I think one of the centre-halves lunged into a challenge, and listen, it's always dangerous when you've got tricky players.
It's the way, Cammy, when he's got his back to go, how quickly he gets turned and faces up the defender.
Yeah. If he scores, will you break into the Claudio Braga song?
Not a problem, I know every word.
Here come Hearts. Picking up possession in midfield. Halkett was moving forward. Now Spittle for Devlin. Dundee United having given it away pretty cheaply. Milne plays it out wide for Spittle, close to the corner flag. It's a great ball in from Spittle. Braga had a swing at it 15 yards out. And just getting back to his feet. McEntee back into the box it goes, diving header away from Esselink. Milne is there, 25 yards out. Great challenge from Sibbald. Now Camera, great crunching challenge from Frankie Kent, which stopped Camera in his tracks. Down goes Devlin, pushed from behind from Sibbald. Free kick. Good luck to David Dickinson keeping his eye on everything that's happening out there. There's plenty.
It was a brilliant challenge from Frankie Kent because Dundee United were breaking up. Camera had the ball and Sturton was on his left hand side. If he manages to nick it past Frankie Kent, they're in trouble, Hearts.
Well, if you're not enjoying this game, you ain't got a pulse. It's been incredible stuff at Tannadice. Dundee United won, Hearts won, BBC Radio Scotland. And more thrills and spills to come, no doubt. Forrest in possession on the wide right for Hearts. Feeds it back into Kent. Halkett, the middleman of the back three, and now Stuart Findlay. Halkett looking for an injury-free run. Has the ball again. Flicked on by Milne towards Spittle. Bounces back off Shankland. Spittle into the feet of Braga. Takes a touch. Tries to twist away from his marker. Camera, brilliant stuff from him. I don't know how he managed that, but he managed to get the ball controlled on his foot, and he almost dragged it 10 or 15 yards away from the penalty box. Then he was fouled.
Yeah, first glimpse of him last week against Falkirk, I thought it was brilliant. Midweek again, excellent. And then today, he's some size of man. He must be about 6'3", 6'4". Big, powerful central midfield player.
And really important to what Jim Goodwin is trying to do. No Will Ferry today. Suspension keeps him out. And Max Waters has caught a bug, which is just what Goodwin didn't want, with already so many players on the, not just on the injury list, but the long-term injured list as well. As the ball goes back from Yovu. You just feared for him for a split second as he played that back pass without looking. But Kucherenko is there, and he fires it forward towards Owen Sturton. Sturton was waiting for it, and it was very nicely mopped up in front of him by Oisin McEntee, who does all sorts of good work, not always noticed in the middle of that midfield.
No, but I think it's a good partnership with him and Devlin. Devlin gets stuck in as well, but he'll be the one that will try and break it up. McEntee is a powerful figure, and him and Kamara coming up against each other.
Yeah.
It's quite the contest.
It's a heavyweight challenge, that one, isn't it? The ball with Halkett again, as I think the fans take a bit of a breather as well inside Tannadice. Not too many empty seats, and they aren't quiet for long, that's for sure. Shankland plays the ball wide to Spittle. Then it's Braga bundled over by Yovu, and he's conceded a free kick, and that was avoidable, and he'll hope that nothing stems from this.
Yeah, for me, it's just needless. He doesn't need to go into that challenge, just barges in the back. But everything from Hearts is coming down this left-hand side. Milne, Spittle, Shankland involved there, Braga, they're all coming down this left-hand side. There's some great play between all of them.
So the free kick just a few yards in from the touchline, close to the corner flag on the left. Could be a good angle this for Spittle or Milne.
It is on to be played to Devlin, but you wouldn't fancy him.
It's player Spittle who plays it in right on top of Kucherenko. Got a good punch to it. Plenty of bodies were in front of him. It's back with Forrest, 25 yards out. He spins one way and then the other. Out wide it goes. In comes the cross ball. Glancing header near post. And is that heading behind for a corner kick? Yes, it is.
Good pressure by Hearts. Good ball in by Finlay. Not noted for his crossing, but a whip ball in. Really good stuff. Hearts have taken it short quickly.
Spittle, another searching ball into the middle, and it's good work with his gloves again from Kucherenko, managing to get enough on that to get it out of harm's way immediately.
Yeah, really good from Kucherenko. Again, there's two balls in the box. The first one he deals with that Stuart Findlay recycles into the box, and then a ball in from Blair Spittle there. He manages to, as you say, Rob, get a glove on it, gets it wide, but it's another corner for Hearts.
Corner kick on the right side this time, so it's going to be an in-swinger from Harry Milne. And Hearts want to get their noses in front again, having led early on. Milne plays it in swinging, headed away at the near post by Sapsford and collected by Cammy Devlin, who swings it back towards the edge of the box. A looping header from Stuart Findlay, but easy, comfortable that time for Kucherenko, who came to collect quickly down the pitch, and it's McEntee who heads it out for Hearts as Dundee United look to get themselves back into this game, because for the last 5-10 minutes it's been all about Hearts.
Yeah, listen, they've been sitting deeper and deeper and trying to soak up a little bit of pressure, but Kucherenko again claims it, good talking to his defence, releases it very quickly to Camera, who then the Hearts have to defend it, head it out for a throw in their own half.
Liking Kucherenko, Cammy?
Yeah, listen, he looks confident. It looks as if he's coming out for cross balls. He looks very sharp as well, confident with his feet and the way that Jim Goodwin wants to play the ball from the back. Throw in left-hand side, Dolchik takes it, gets it back,
It's Miller-Thompson and Ivan Dolček in the two wing-back positions for Dundee United. It's needs must today, and when you do look at the bench, Alan, there's not an awful lot there for United in reserve.
No, there's not. Injury, illness, suspension. It's not great for Jim, but this 11 have done very, very well for him so far.
Yeah, they are giving it everything. Forward goes Karestes, overran it though, and now Spittle can drive forward for Hearts, and it was so important that Dundee United managed to win that back, and it was Vichko Chevet doing fantastic work there, because Dundee United could have been in trouble had Spittle been able to get further forward with the ball. It's the team in Tangerine back in possession. Sibbald, Karestes, and Hearts working so hard at pressing, and led by Braga at times. He's a really skillful player, but he puts a shift in as well, and that's why Derek McInnes is enjoying his contribution so much. Here come Dundee United on the attack, down the left-hand side, and a free kick won by Dolček, and a chance to get the ball in the box.
Devlin again. I think he feels there was a handball further up. Referee didn't give it. He has to watch Devlin. He's booked every game virtually. And the referee already, I've just had a little word with him there. Next time you're in the book.
Dolček does well again. He's been really impressive in this first half, holding his width, but very positive. As soon as he gets the ball at his feet, wants to go forward. Drove in between the two Hearts players and drew in the foul. And this is another chance to load the box.
Yeah, it does seem contractual at times that Devlin gets booked out, to be honest.
It does, yeah.
Free kick out on the left-hand side for Dundee United. Dolček swings it into a great area. Frankie Kent's header away. Onto the loose ball goes Sibbald, who looks to get it back from Thompson. Sibbald clips it into the corner, but Stuart Finlay too strong to hold off Sturton, and he just escorts the ball behind for a goal kick. Let's get the latest from Easter Road. Hibs 2 up last we heard, Bright.
Yeah, still 2-0 to Hibernian. Goals from Bashiri and Ewan. Almost a third coming from Josh Mulligan. His shot just inches wide of the post. But Kilmarnock just a few seconds ago, Rob, almost pulled one back. A corner in from the right-hand side. Dackers, who's a huge guy in front of the Kilmarnock defence, and he absolutely arose, headed the ball off the base of the post, and the Hibs defence cleared. It's still Hibernian 2, Kilmarnock 0.
2-0 there, 1-1 here at Tannadice, and great work from Miller-Thompson. Looked as if he'd lost the ball for a moment. Real tenacity from him, but you could say that about Frankie Kent, and then you can say that about Camara, who immediately wins it back for Dundee United. Up to Sapsford, into the box on the left foot, tries the shot, sliding in to block it was Craig Halkett. What a game.
Wonderful, really good challenge. Miller-Thompson and Miller apart. United break quickly, and it's up the other end, and it's a really good block, well-timed defending by Craig Halkett. United could have been 2-1 up there just before half-time.
Getting that man Camara in the midfield, he almost gets the ball stolen off him, but he's back up on his feet and the pass goes through. Another good opportunity, but a really good block from Halkett.
So throw in for Dundee United, left-hand side, 5 yards from the corner flag. In from Dolček, headed away by Kent. Straight back from whence it came, and Dundee United will try again. These two teams still locked together at 1-1, and Dundee United just looking to start creating again. Lovely pass, Camara. Dolček! It's gone in off Zander Clark, and Dundee United have turned this game around, and it's a double for Dolček, but that is a shocker for Zander Clark, with question marks about his attempts to stop the free kick earlier, but he really should have been getting in the way of that one. He's shaking his head as Dundee United go 2-1 in front.
And it's not just that, it's Alan Forrest as well. We said he's not noted for his defensive ability. He gets the ball played up the inside, and when you're playing in that area, let it go wide, never let it go up the inside here. Let's up the inside, and Dolček at the angle. Keeper's got to do better regardless. That's poor goalkeeping. He's at the near post, and it's really poor from him.
Yeah, listen, it's a brilliant run from Dolček, and Camara sees that run. Perfectly weighted pass through to him, and as you say, Zander's got to do better. I think he's gambling that it's going to cross the face of his goal, goes to his near post and ends up in the net, but full credit to Dolček. Fantastic run, great way to pass from Camara, brilliant from Dundee United.
And where Zander Clark doesn't want to be at the moment is in a goal with a few thousand Dundee United fans right behind him. They will be taunting him mercilessly on the back of that. You maybe had some sort of case for defence with the free kick earlier when he got a hand to it but didn't keep it out. Alan doesn't think so. Maybe he should have saved that one. Definitely should have stopped the second goal. That's a nightmare for him.
The way I've seen it, he gets his weight on his left side thinking the ball's going across, and it goes in at his near post. Really, you can't gamble as a keeper.
No.
See if you get beat at the ball going across your camera, then fair enough.
100%.
Don't let it in your near post.
Yeah, I think, as I said before, and as Alan's said there, he's gambling that it's going to be struck across his body into the far corner. He needs to stay up, stands tall at your near post, and that'll just be an easy save for him. But when he gambles, all his weight's on his other foot, and it makes it really difficult. That's a poor goalkeeping decision from Zander.
Hearts will feel sore for all sorts of reasons, because if anyone was going to go in front from 1-1, it did look as if it was going to be Hearts, but it's Dundee United who score, and well, you've got to have a crack at it from a Dolchek point of view. Have a go, but it's gone straight through Zander Clark.
Yeah, and listen, take nothing away from Dundee United and Dolchek. Wonderful play, ball at the inside of the wing back, he's through, he's at a tight angle, and he's found the back of the net. Really good from Dundee United. It's exactly what you want.
And now it's about Hearts trying to come back from behind. They led 1-0. Dundee United cancelled that goal out pretty quickly, but they had to soak up quite a lot, the home team, before they found the goal, the third goal of the game, which gives them the advantage. But Hearts will not settle for that, that's for sure. They've had so much of this first half. The ball shifted to Findlay, and now Milne coming in off the left side, looks to get it back from Braga. Claudio Braga, the Portuguese striker, in possession. Findlay with a cross ball from the left side, and well, it was pretty much a free header beyond the back post for Lawrence Shankland. He steers it wide.
Yeah, it was a decent ball in, and it's not a bad header. He's under a little bit of pressure, just can't get enough on it to knock it back across the goal. Goes out in the side netting. Maybe
just not enough pace in the ball coming in to generate that pass. The goalkeeper obviously goes off target, but it's been a battle of left-hand sides here. Hearts, everything that they're looking, threatening is down this left-hand side. Dundee United, certainly their left-hand sides cause huge problems for Hearts.
Good movement from Sapsford. He tries the shot, and it's blocked by Zander Clark. Well worth trying again, Sapsford. He doesn't hang about when he gets a chance of a crack at goal. That time the Hearts goalkeeper was able to stop it as a free kick is given in the middle of the pitch, and we head back to Easter Road and Brian.
It's a goal for Kilmarnock. It was Dackers with a terrific run down the left-hand side, cut the ball back into the path of Polworth, who from 6 yards out managed to beat the goalkeeper, and the ball was over the line and give Kilmarnock a lifeline. It's Hibernian 2, Kilmarnock 1.
2-1 there, 2-1 here. Yellow card for Jim Goodwin, and we're inside stoppage time at the end of the first half. 2 minutes to be added.
Yeah, but listen, it's been absolutely brilliant. Another big opportunity down that left-hand side. We just spoke about it. Stapsford gets through on goal. It's a good save from Zander Clark. Hit well at him.
Yeah. Zach Sapsford not shy about taking on a crack at goal. Scored brilliantly with that snapshot in Vienna to get the 2-2 draw on that occasion, and he just keeps on hitting the target. Hasn't had too much to feed off so far, but that was an important save from Zander Clark to keep the scoreline at 2-1 as the ball goes out of play underneath us. It hasn't been out of play for any length of time in this first half. It has been fast and frantic, breathless at times, and Dundee United showing great spirit, because they've been set all sorts of challenges in terms of injuries, but they keep delivering the players out on the pitch. Braga with a shot, and it's Kucherenko who makes a really good save down to his right hand side. I made the mistake of trying to analyse the first half, and of course the action keeps on coming here. Braga denied. We're almost at half time. Devlin and Shankland into the box, and Jovu clearing for Dundee United.
Brilliant stuff from Braga. Hits it really early, but the keeper, wonderful save. He does it that side, but Clark doesn't do it the other. Yeah. Really good, strong hands.
It's a very good save. Comes through the bodies as well. It was a nice knockdown from Shankland. Good hit. Great save.
In comes the long throw from Lawrence Shankland. Kereshtes looks to get it out of harm's way. Dundee United looking to hold on to this 2-1 advantage till the interval, and you would imagine they probably will do now, because surely we've added those 2 minutes, and David Dickinson points towards the Tannadice tunnel. Well, what a game, what a difficult first 47 minutes to try to sum up, because this has had absolutely everything, and it's Dundee United who have their noses in front halfway through. Lawrence Shankland scoring the opening goal with a coolly taken penalty after Stuart Finlay was hauled down at the back post from a corner kick. The equaliser didn't take too long in coming. It was a free kick from Dolchek. Zander Clark got a left hand to it, but he couldn't keep it out, and maybe no case for the defence on that occasion. Certainly not a case for the defence when Dolchek scored again, this time cleverly picked out. It was a clever run, and he was well picked out by camera, and the angled shot from Dolchek should have been very much savable, but Zander Clark made a hash of it, in off the goalkeeper, and it's that Dolchek double that gives us a half-time scoreline at Tannadice of Dundee United 2, Hearts 1.
This is Sports Sound.
What a goal!
Live football commentary online at BBC Sports Scotland.
Join Len Penny and Michelle McManus at the Edinburgh Festivals.
How does it feel to be back? What's the energy like this year?
Well, it's better than a real job.
You really know you're here. I've been up Arthur's Seat twice already.
Don, you have been part of some of the best TV shows.
I know, I've been very lucky. 25 years since Monarch of the Glen.
There's comedy, theatre, music and more.
Give a huge warm welcome to Chief Cameron Mickelson.
I feel I should come out of character.
Are you not a real poet?
It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I can relax.
Because I'm so convincing.
Afternoons and the Arts Mix.
You're right at the heart of the Edinburgh Festival.
Listen now on BBC Sounds.
This is Sports Time with me, Richard Gordon. An absolutely outstanding first 45 minutes at Tannadice. It has been all action, both teams going for it. United with a narrow advantage after 45 minutes of the most intense drama. And it's also a narrow advantage for the home side at Easter Road. Let's hear about the first 45 minutes between Hibernian and Kilmarnock from Brian McLaughlin.
Yes, Richard, it's Hibernian 2, Kilmarnock 1. The home side had dominated possession, but a goal just before stoppage time there for Kilmarnock has certainly given them a lifeline. Hib started the match really well on the front foot. Junior Hoylett, lovely play down the left-hand side, combining with Obita. Hoylett shot just wide of goal. The breakthrough came after 20 minutes. A free kick floated in by McGrath, and Rocky Bashiri at the back post bulleted a header home to put the home side in front. 7 minutes later, that lead was doubled. Hoylett again involved, combining with Ewan. Ewan threw in goal, and although the Kilmarnock goalkeeper managed to get his leg to the ball, he couldn't keep it out, and Hibs were 2 up. Mulligan came close to a third after being set up by Ewan just inches wide of the target. Kilmarnock, though, eased their way back into the game. Brannan had a cross, Daniels with a glancing header just wide. Then Marcus Dackers, who's huge, he must be about 6'7" tall, Richard, towered above Bashiri, bulleted a header off the post before the Hibernian defence cleared. But then in the stroke of half-time, lifeline for Kilmarnock. Dackers again down the left-hand side, this time with his feet, cut the ball back into the path of Polworth. Now, though Obita got his foot to the ball, he couldn't keep it out, and the ball nestled in the back of the net. So Kilmarnock, that's a big goal for them, and that will certainly give them hope in the second half, because Hibernian looked as if they were going to be easing their way to 3 points. Half-time here at Easter Road. Hibernian 2, Kilmarnock 1.
A lifeline then for the visitors in the capital. Hibernian 2, Kilmarnock 1, Dundee United 2, Hearts 1. Earlier it was Aberdeen 0, Celtic 2, Benjamin Nigaren in the first half. Rio Hitate with an absolutely incredible strike midway through the second. Celtic 2 wins out of 2. We heard earlier from their manager Brendan Rodgers. Let's get the post-match verdict from the Dons boss, Jimmy Tilleen.
Jimmy, just give us your assessment of that this afternoon.
I think some parts of the game were good in the first half. Still on our break, in our transitions, we're not clinical enough. We have to do more work there on training sessions to be better when we have the opportunity to when we win the ball and transition and how we arrive to the last third. Then, of course, they defend transitions really well also, and I think in the last 20 minutes of the game, we don't have this extra power to create an opportunity to get back to the game. I think the game was still alive when it was 1-0. When they scored 2-0, we need to risk a little bit more, but we didn't get up in the way we want, and they could play off the game maybe a little bit too comfortable there.
I mean, there were positives in that first half, but as you say, the team kind of dropped out of it a bit in the second. Were you disappointed by that?
I still think we have more work to do in the connections. I think it's a little bit too many disconnections when we are arriving in the transitions and these relations, and still have work to do there in training sessions, of course. But we need to do better for sure. Like we have played 2 games now so far in the league season. We have created some opportunities against Hearts. Today, not so many. It was not so many chances for both our teams. Celtic had some more than we had today, and they were better overall. But still, we have to do better when we arrive into the box and help each other more, arrive with more players. We're not enough players when we arrive to the opponent's box.
Have you been surprised or disappointed by the level of performance in these opening 2 league games? And if so, can you put your finger on why it's maybe not been what you were expecting?
I still think it's early, but of course we expected more from ourselves. So and I am the manager, so I'm responsible. So we have to do better and more and prepare and keep improving the team and improving the relations, because we need more. I think still we end up too many times when we have control of the ball, we end up with our goalkeeper, and instead of breaking lines and arriving to their box, we end up and then we're losing the ball, and then it's a second ball situation. So I still think we have to be more true to what we want to do, but that's my job to help the players here and find that direction.
I mean, is it simply a case of, there's new bodies through the door, and it's particularly in the attacking area, and it's maybe taking a little bit of a while for them to gel, or is it that the guys have come into the season maybe a bit underprepared and undercooked?
No. I think everybody's prepared, but it's the timing and the relations that we are close, but still it's not this like some hesitation or misunderstanding in the last pass, and that's why we break in the line how we arrive to the box, and then we lose the ball, and then we have to start over again. So this is the last edge, and we just need to put more time on this.
And is the key to solving that on the training ground?
Training ground is one part, and then we've been also trying to always strengthen our squad with recruitments, and everybody's working hard to find the right place for this, but it's also the training, of course.
Where are you at in terms of bringing new bodies in? I mean, I think it's been well documented the club are maybe looking to bring in another 4 new faces. Where are you at? How close are you to getting more through the door?
I think everybody's working hard, and the window is always open, and it can switch a lot, but we have some targets, but let's see.
And after the first 2 games and the performances that we're talking about and the defeats, does that make you almost have a rethink perhaps in terms of the number of players or the areas in the team you're looking to strengthen before the window's closed?
We always analyze our team. We have some players also that is injured right now that we hopefully can get back soon on the pitch and training pitch to help us to be a stronger team. So we have these two ways, but the most important thing to keep the direction but improving. We need better results. Now we have the cup games, but don't get stressed now. But we have to push a bit more, and we have to do better to deserve better results also.
Jimmy, thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We've got Morton next weekend in the Premier Sports Cup. It is 6 straight league defeats for Aberdeen, 4 at the end of last season, 2 to kick off this. And Jimmy Tilleen making it clear he feels there's still an awful lot of work to do. I know there's a bit of disquiet among Aberdeen fans. The Dons only played 3 pre-season friendlies. One of them was behind closed doors. The kind of point I was making, Alan, when chatting to them, was like, even if you do another couple of pre-season friendlies, does that actually get you up to speed? Isn't it the competitive action that actually makes the difference?
No, it doesn't, Richard. You need competitive matches. Friendlies are friendlies. That's exactly what they are. So the more competitive matches, and I mean like League Cup ties, that's how I think the teams that get into the League Cup have an advantage at the start of the season. And Aberdeen being in Europe, they'll struggle. They really struggle at the start. I've seen it last year with Hearts when they were in it. You know, but you've got to say Hibs haven't. Hibs, it's been fine for them, but they've had competitive matches early on.
Well, exactly. You know? Yeah, they've had an extra couple of European ties, I suppose. But let's be honest. They played very well in those as well. They did seem to be up to speed right from the start.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, Richard, Jimmy Tilleen, since November of last year, it's not been great. Now, he wins the cup and he's a hero from all Aberdeen fans, but I've got one of my mates is an Aberdeen fan, and the jury's really out with the manager. He's got a lot of credit in the bank, and rightly so, for winning the cup, 100%. But the league form's been really poor.
Well, I think it's 5 wins in 29 league games.
I actually texted that to Willie during the week after Hearts won on Monday, and I think he was flummoxed with that as well. So it is over 2 seasons, and you think it's a new clean slate, but it seems to keep going the same way. So he needs to turn it around, and turn it around quickly. And European games will be coming up for him as well, thick and fast. Thursday, Sundays, that's very difficult in itself without not even playing well.
And the concern, one of the other concerns, I suppose, for Jimmy Tilleen and for Aberdeen, Cammy, will be the rivals have started the season well. Hibs, we just touched on. Dundee United started off really well. Hearts, they're trailing right now, but they're right in this game, aren't they? And they're playing really good football. I mean, those 3 would all be seen as rivals to Aberdeen, I guess, and they all look to be considerably ahead of the Dons right now.
Absolutely, Richard, and as you say, all these teams, even Hearts, they're not leading, they're getting beat at the moment, but again, when you look at the positivity around the club, they've got a new manager in, everyone looks as if everything's going in the right direction for all these clubs that are competing with Aberdeen for that sort of 3rd spot, if you may. So it's concerning. Certainly that start with regards to the league form is really concerning for Aberdeen fans. And again, it's not going to be great for them that they're not going to play a huge amount of league games between now and the end of September. So listen, it's all an uphill battle for them at the moment, but he needs to turn it around pretty quickly. He doesn't want to be chasing this pack.
In terms of those 2 that you're watching, you said beforehand you were really looking forward to it. You had a good feeling about this game. Wow, it has delivered, has it not?
Oh, listen, it's been an incredible game. The pace, the intensity, the quality as well. You can't just say, like, listen, there's been guys running about. There's been real quality on show from both sides. Hearts have played really good. I spoke about it in commentary. Both left-hand sides of both teams. Hearts with Milne, Spittle, Shankland coming over, Braga, they've been a real threat. But listen, Dundee United, everything's been down that left-hand side for them, and they've took full advantage of their opportunities, and they're right in this game, and it could be a huge result for Jim Goodwin. Listen, we spoke about all the adversities that Jim Goodwin's facing at the moment. European football, loads of players out, ill, injured, suspended, but if he gets 3 points here today, this is a massive result for him.
I'm going to have to see Zander Clark show a bit of mental courage, Alan, in the second half.
Now, Richard, what did you think of the first goal? I know the second's a goalkeeper's fault, but the first for me as well.
Yes, the second one, clearly. He takes, as you say, he takes a step, he's anticipating going across him, and he's just not set. And I think you could probably say that about the first one. He's probably, I think if Cammy was giving him goalkeeping coaching, he would be saying, look, you should you either have to be a yard to the left, or you need to be more on your toes. You need to be able to react quickly. Richard,
I think that with the free kick, certainly it goes up and over the ball, and from a goalkeeper's perspective, you don't see the ball until late, but that's why you need to move your feet. That's why it's so important to get that half a step in, and it gives you that push to make sure you can make that save. I think Zander will, the quality goalkeeper that he is, I think he'll look back and think he could have saved that first one as well. Certainly the second one, as you say, Richard, he needs to just stay up, and he'll make that save simply.
I just think, Richard, that he doesn't move his feet quick enough for the free kick.
Yeah.
You know, and for a goalkeeper not to move your feet quick enough, that's not great. And it's not in the top corner, far from it.
No.
But it's really good execution. I've got to say that. And the second one as well is really good from Dundee United. They have been excellent. I touched on it in the first half. Alan Forrest, he is a winger. He can't play right wing back because he cannot defend. And you've seen that with the second goal. Ball played up the inside of him. If that had been a right back playing right wing back, he wouldn't have let the ball up the inside of him. But all credit to Dundee United. During the commentary, I said that should be the area that Dundee United should be targeting. It certainly was. Their second goal came from down that area. And then it gives Derek a thought. Young Forrester's away to St Johnstone. Borchowicz is going to be injured. We heard him at the start saying he's sent for a scan. He's going to be out for a number of weeks. Did they get Forrester back, who is a right back? They've got Steinwender, who probably come on, and looks like he is coming on actually.
I'm going to say it looks like there's a couple of changes coming for Hearts
as well, yeah. So a couple of changes for Hearts it's going to be. So we'll see
incidentally, yeah, we'll get back to you in just a moment. It looks like it's going to be, well, it is. It's going to be a home victory in the Nexo Scottish Championship at Trump International, just outside Aberdeen. Grant Forrest is 6 clear going down the 72nd fairway.
Good does that
it is a bit
look?
of a monster hole, but it's not going to cause them those kind of issues. 6 clear. What a week Grant Forrest has had, and he is going to be the Nexo Scottish champion for 2025. So congratulations to Grant. Teams are out. Let's settle back and enjoy what I'm sure will be just as engrossing a second 45 minutes.
I hope you're right, Richard.
Yeah, you cannot see this one fading, Rob, can you?
No, absolutely not. 2-1 Dundee United halfway through, thanks for that. And Frankie Kent replaced by Michael Steinvender on the right side of the Hearts back three. Alan Forrest has stayed indoors as well. And it's Alexandros Kizoridis who will play right side for Hearts as Derek McInnes looks to plot a way back from a goal behind at Tannadice. Can this possibly be as enjoyable in the second half as it was in the first? We'll keep you posted because that's us back underway now. And the ball immediately out for a throw-in on the Hearts left. And we're going to continue to see a lot of traffic down the left side for both teams when they're on the attack. Spittle and Milne combining. And then not combining when Harry Milne took his eye off it and the ball slips out for a throw-in. But it's Dundee United who are ahead. But how is this going to go in the second half? Are there travails of the week going to catch up with Dundee United? The effort they piled in Thursday night, coming back from Vienna, that quick turnaround, all the injuries they have. Jim Goodwin hasn't got massive choices on the bench, and you would imagine it's an inevitability that one or two of these Dundee United players are going to tire in the course of the second half, Cammy.
Yeah, you certainly would think that, Rob. I think, listen, he'll be saying to his Dundee United players at half-time, be smart about the way they go about this second half, take the pace out of the game. They're in control of this. They'll want to try and get that third goal, of course they will, but also they're going to have long periods they're going to have to defend as well, because this is a very good Hearts side. So, yeah, when you look at the bench, it's a little bit light, but listen, they're in a really good position, so they've got to take confidence from that.
And what Jim Goodwin is getting from his players at the moment is absolutely everything. And it's game by game we're discovering the quality of these new signings as well. You don't really know until you've seen them over a few games. And the likes of Ivan Dolcek is really grabbing the eye. That's 3 goals for him in the Premiership, Alan, already.
Yeah, the signings look great again. You know, they were criticised for not having many Scotsmen in the starting 11. But you know what, he looks as if he's unearthed a few gems again.
Hearts have it with Milne left side, looking to get something into the box. Back it goes to Stuart Findlay, and then it's Halkett in the centre circle, and out to Michael Steinvender, the Austrian right side. He's immediately careering forward as Kiziridis plays it into the box, and it's snapped away by Karestes at the back for Dundee United. It's a bit of a swipe from him, and it just sent it straight in the direction of Harry Milne for Hearts. Now Spittle to Devlin. The first port of call for Hearts is to get this game levelled up again if they can. They were 1 up and they're now 2-1 down. Steinvender with a ball at his feet just underneath us in that shaded area, the shadow of the roof of the main stand. In the middle of the pitch now with Cammy Devlin, and it's a zipped pass into McEntee. Down the side for Kiziridis, a nice little reverse pass into Shankland. McEntee again, and Shankland wasn't looking, and it's intercepted by Camara. Nice reverse pass from him to Sapsford, and he tried to play it first time in towards Owen Sturt, and the final ball wasn't there that time for Dundee United. It was a promising little attack for them after the transition.
Yeah, it was, and it was good. They're just sitting in their shape, making Hearts have to break them down, and Lon Shankland, I think it was that time, gave the ball away, and then they break up the pitch, but just the wrong choice of pass.
Another goal at Easter Road Bright.
And what a goal this was for Kilmarnock. Ben Brannan with an absolute howitzer from around 25 yards. The ball was played into the Hibernian defence. It was knocked out, and Brannan on the volley. What a magnificent goal, and brought Kilmarnock back on level terms. It's now Hibernian 2, Kilmarnock 2.
Well, Dave, the engineer here at Dundee, I certainly enjoyed that equaliser for Kilmarnock anyway. 2-2 there, 2-1 here. Dundee United in front. Hearts looking to get this match squared up again.
Tell you what, Kamara catches him really late there. It's a yellow card.
Yeah, booking for Pan Kamara, and a free kick for Hearts, just a few yards away from the right corner of the penalty box. And looking at this as a possible red card, so it is being reviewed. It's yellow at the moment, but things could get worse here for Kamara and Dundee United, depending on what Grant Irvin and VAR has to think about this. It's McEntee, the player who was fouled.
Just a yellow, confirmed yellow.
I think David Dickinson looked to try and actually play on for Hearts and give them the advantage. They lost the ball, but straight away he reacted. The yellow card out, it was a sore one for him. So yeah, I think he's got that decision right.
And we'll see how he is. Hopefully McAtee's all right.
Relief for Dundee United that it's yellow and not red.
Incredible chance for Hearts to load the box here. It really is. What an effort we could have. What a chance here. Spittle, they're all up. Hearts have got their big men up. McAtee, they'll be hoping that he can stay on.
Well, a couple of great games at Easter Road and at Tannadice. 4 goals there, 3 goals here, and the promise of more to come at Tannadice as well. In the sunshine on Tayside, and it's Spittle and Milne who are over this free kick. Hearts in search of an equaliser. Milne leaves it. Spittle curls it in. The minute he struck it, you knew there was far too much on it. It's gone behind beyond everyone.
For me, that's Milne all day has to take that one for me.
Yeah, I was
she's a goalie. She's a goalie. I would have. Well, you'll know better than me, Cammy. Things coming in, bent in on top of you, other than bent away.
Alan, that's the perfect one that you aim for the back post. Everyone's running in front of you. It can come off a defender or a striker and go in the net. So yeah, it should have been a left footer for me in the box.
Dundee United got a man down in the box, and accusations obviously that something happened there off the ball when that free kick from Spittle was in the air. Braga and Shankland are in with David Dickinson pleading their innocence as Carestes, it is, gets back to his feet and hobbles back into action, and I don't think there's going to be any action for the referee to take here.
Good referee, and having a word with them both. Didn't see anything in there, to be honest. Shankland's shrugging his shoulders.
So it's Dundee United 2, Hearts 1, BBC Radio Scotland. Quite a game, and who knows how this is going to pan out across the 90 minutes as Bert Esselink takes the ball out, clips it forward, headed away by McEntee, and collected in the middle by Kamara. Had it, lost it, won it back again. That's a feature of his game. He never quite knows when he's beaten in the midfield, Kamara. But he does have that yellow card against his name now, which means he's just going to have to watch the challenges.
Chauvel's there. It is on Spittle. I think it's harsh. I think he's just upper body stronger than Spittle's.
Yeah, for me it wasn't a foul. I just think he got his body, as you say, Alan, in front of Spittle. Spittle falls over, and David Dickinson was a bit late with the whistle as well, which has upset the Dundee United fans.
Maybe he's not enjoying the game and he wants to stop and start it, because that's what's happening in the last few minutes. It was a game that flowed pretty effectively first half, flowed from end to end at times, hugely entertaining, but at the moment all Hearts want is an equaliser. Steinwender in possession, having replaced Kent.
The Hearts have gone to a flat 4. Steinwender and Milne, the 2 full-backs, with Halkett and Finlay.
And it's Milne in possession, wide left, who feeds the ball through to Braga. Good defending from Jovu against him that time. Maybe he's beginning to get wise to Braga and to sense what he's trying to do, but I'm not sure he knows exactly what he's going to do from moment to moment. So matching up to him sometimes is a bit of a challenge. He's an entertainer, Braga, and he's already got 3 Hearts goals to his name. Halkett stepping forward out of central defence, rolls it through McEntee, 25 yards from goal, flicks it wide to Kizaridis. His cross ball in, managed to squeeze it in at the near post. Kerestes gets it away, out of play, out for the Hearts throw, and the Greek winger takes it and finds Cammy Devlin, getting through a fair old mileage as usual in the middle of that midfield for Hearts. Findlay to Milne. Milne attacking. Miller-Thompson cuts back inside, flicks it to the edge of the area. Bit aimless that time from Milne. Camara inevitably is the man to intercept. He tries to flick it towards Sapsford. It was nicked away from him by Steinwender. He just thought about having a little nip at Steinwender on the way past, and wisely Camara thought, nope, I don't want a second yellow.
Yeah, again, for me, the Dundee United they keep on turning the ball over. Yes, they're trying to sit in with this back five at the moment, but they need to retain possession when they get.
Good work from Kizaridis, working his way into the middle and then playing it wide left for Milne. It was a jinking little run from the Greek winger. Down goes Milne. Good challenge from Thompson. The ball goes out. Hearts with the throw in. It's back with Harry Milne again. He's perpetual motion down that left side. Trying to win a corner kick, looking maybe for a free kick, but all that's going to happen is goal kick.
Yeah, good play by Savelge there. Hearts take the throw in quick. Miller-Thompson's out of position, but he's covering in there, and Milne tries to win the corner. The referee gives a by kick. United starting to tire a little bit. You can see that they're defending deeper and deeper.
I think that's why it's so important when they do get the ball and they retain possession for a period, they offer a threat going forward. They can't just keep kicking it, giving Hearts the ball back, and they restart an attack.
The thing is, if they can get another goal, it could be game over, you know.
Thompson in possession, heading towards the final third, rolls it in the field. Sturton took his eye off it. Sapsford tries to win it back. Sturton in there as well as Hearts try to keep possession. McEntee to Findlay, and now Milne, and he's stretched to try to keep it in, and it bubbles out of play on the far side. Just a little bit disjointed that time for Hearts as they tried to play it out, and Dundee United now have the throw-in on the far right-hand side.
I think Hearts have dropped the pace. They've got to get the pace of the game up. Dundee United, we touched on, Robert, the game Thursday night, travelling back Friday afternoon, done very little yesterday. But they're playing at a pace of the game at the moment that Dundee United can certainly handle.
The long throw from Miller-Thompson, hooked away by Findlay, not convincingly. It's fired back in by Dolcek, who of course is on a hat-trick. It was off target and blocked anyway, and Hearts looking to counter-attack with the substitute Kizaridis. Out it goes underneath us for a throw-in.
United, they're just trying to slow the game up. Again, walking to take throw-ins. They're coming in complete control at this moment in time. Listen, they're sitting back. They're quite happy to defend deep. Ask Hearts to go and break them down when they've got the ball.
The ball bouncing up towards Braga, headed out by Kerestes, just about on the halfway line, just a couple of feet away from Jim Goodwin. Jim Goodwin, Derek McInnes couldn't be closer to the action, right on the touchline at Tannadice. And it's been engrossing football to watch so far. 2-1 Dundee United. McEntee in possession for Hearts, flighted out wide. Kizaridis gets it down. Devlin now back with Kizaridis, lovely pass back inside. 25 yards from goal, he squares it to Spittle. It runs through to Milne. Harry Milne, deflection, behind, corner kick.
Yeah, Kizaridis is a good player. You can see that lovely touch. He cuts inside, got awareness as well. Decent ball flicked on by Spittle to Milne. But again, United get a player there and block it away for a corner.
Corner kick on the left for Hearts. Dundee United still with the edge at 2-1. Hibs 2, Kilmarnock 2 at Easter Road. Quite a game there as well in the capital. Harry Milne's out swinging corner here. Findlay! Stuart Findlay climbing high and steering a header into the top corner. Kucherenko couldn't move. He wasn't going to get there. It was placed perfectly, and Stuart Stuart Findlay, who sealed the win against Aberdeen on Monday night, has scored again, and it's 2-2.
Not noted for his goal scoring throughout his career, but what a header that is. It's a great ball in by Milne. Findlay rises, no one really near him, under no pressure. It's a free header, unlike Frankie Kent in the first half. Great header right in the top corner, giving the keeper no chance.
Oh, what a header that is. He almost just hangs back a yard away from his defender, and he just guides it back from where the balls came, right into the top corner. Phenomenal header, and Hearts are right back in this.
Well, 4 goals at Easter Road, now 4 goals at Tannadice. What a day in the Premiership after 2-0 Celtic at Pittodrie earlier on. Dundee United looking for the quick response to the equaliser, and Findlay required defensively that time.
Like he's done his thigh in. Halkett is limping away.
Yeah, and you just for Craig Halkett's sake, you just don't want him getting another serious injury.
No, not at all, but he was really struggling there on his right thigh.
Camera collects. The Dundee United fans were feeding an interception. You probably heard the gasps from them there. The ball slips under the boot of Yovu, out for a throw-in for Hearts on the far side. But Halkett is down on one knee at the moment.
But the problem we have is that when you look at it, it's really only Kingsley that's there. So it would mean Steinvender going in, and Kingsley, who has played right back on a couple of occasions, not a lot possibly going on.
Craig Halkett's hoping it's going to go away at the moment. He can't stand the thought of another injury. I wonder what thoughts are going through his head at the moment.
Listen, you need to be aware as well, we've had a thigh strain in the past. It's his right foot as well that he kicks with all the time, so that's only going to get worse. I think he'll be off the pitch pretty soon.
As the crossfield ball for Hearts flies out of play over the head of Kisiridis.
I think he's saying he's all right.
Moving a lot better now, Al, to be honest.
The problem you've got is he is touching it, stamping his foot on the ground.
He's definitely feeling that. It's a decision that Derek McInnes might take out of his hands, because he's had that many injuries that sometimes as a player you do see you're okay and he could do further damage here.
Maybe he needs protected from himself, Craig Halkett.
He's going to do it, I think.
Yeah, some chat between Halkett and McInnes at the moment as Sapsford tries to peel away and make something happen for Dundee United. They were 2-1 up at half-time. It's now 2 goals each at Tannadice. Stuart Findlay with the equaliser. The ball played up to Braga. Doesn't stick for him this time. Sibbald plays a pass which was asking too much of Camera. Halkett it was who intercepted. Now it's Milne in motion again. And wider still is Blair Spittle. Slotted into the middle for McEntee. Driving run into the box. Flicked towards Braga. Prodded away by Esselink. And now Milne and Spittle combining again and looking to get some more supply into the box. Cammy Devlin to Shankland, edge of the area, and that was a great bit of defending from Kereshtes, sliding in to take the sting out of the Shankland shot. Change for Hearts coming up.
Yeah, looks like it. Kerjota's coming on. But I think Halkett's going to be okay, you know that.
But again, Alan, it could be the one of kicking strange, you know, and every time he played a pass there, but he played it with his left foot, looked fine. But again, I think Derek McInnes will take this decision out of his hands.
Dolcek caught in possession. Forward goes Kisiridis. Oh, great work from Dolcek to get back to make the challenge. But the ball breaks to Shankland, and now Spittle. 25 yards out, flighted in. Kereshtes with the header away. Camera collects, holds off Devlin, knocks the ball down the pitch, and he just gave it too much. He was looking to put it in behind for Sapsford.
Well, what is he doing?
Given away by Xander Clark. Well, he's having a Tannadice nightmare, gifting it straight to Sapsford. Now Camera. And now Owen Sturton at the edge of the box, looking for the chance of the shot at goal, but it flashes well wide, and Clark holds up the hand of apology as Hearts make the change. It's going to be Blair Spittle coming off, and it's going to be Saba Kerjota, the Albanian international, to replace him.
Yeah, so that'll mean Karazides will go and play on the left. Kerjota will come here on the right. He's very, very left-footed, plays on the right-hand side.
Who's the most relieved man inside Tannadice at the moment?
Wow, and that's just a lapse of concentration there from Xander. I think when you're having a game where you've made a mistake, clear for everyone to see, you've got to keep your concentration levels up. Don't make any more. He played that ball into Devlin very slackly, and United were on it. And he got away with one. He did get away with one.
On the ball, Claudio Braga for Hearts. Sturton gets a foot in to get the ball out of play. Derek McInnes grabs it, flings it down the touchline and says to Michael Steinvender, get on with it. Hearts have got it back to 2 goals each, but they won't settle for that. They'll want to win this. They'll want to keep up this winning run if they can. 5 wins out of 5 coming here, but they've had to come back from 2-1 down at half-time. But it would be a brave man who would suggest the scoring stops at 4 goals.
And we can see it, United have gone back into a flat 5 now. Just try to defend and hit Hearts on the break if they can.
The ball rolled down the line for Kyrgiota to get his first real chance to run at Dolček. The ball goes out off the Albanian. It will be a Dundee United throw-in, and nobody in a great hurry to get on with it. Happy just to slow things down, take a little bit of a breather, Dundee United.
Yeah, and as Alan says, that 5, and that's fine. Listen, see if they're comfortable doing that and defending and keeping their shape really good, that's absolutely fine. But it's when they get the ball, they need to be useful when they get the ball. They can't keep turning it over, because if Hearts keep attacking them, eventually they'll make that breakthrough.
Down goes Sturton, made the most of the challenge of Steinvender. David Dickinson responding by awarding the free kick. Inseparable, these two, Hearts and Dundee United at the moment, 2 goals each at Tannadice, but both badly want to win.
That's been breathless stuff for 64 minutes. It's been magnificent. Both teams, huge credit.
Back the ball goes from Kerestes to Esselink. Braga's shutting him down, and the Dutchman clips it up the left side looking for Dolček. Back it came from Kyrgiota. Shankland at the edge of the area, and he doesn't need much of a chance to have a shot at goal, and it's taken a little clip off a Dundee United defender. In fact, it's going to be offside as Shankland took aim and fired over the top, but it's going to be an offside call anyway. Jim Goodwin is going to freshen things up with a couple of changes. It's going to be a debut for Amar Fatah, the 21-year-old Swede on loan from Troyes. He is coming onto the pitch, and Kai Fotheringham is on as well. He came off the bench in Vienna too for Dundee United.
Camera off, and I think that's wise. I think if he's booked already, getting tired, because I think he's played very well. But I think with that booking and tiredness starting to creep in, he may lunge into a challenge, may overrun it. So it's very good management for Jim.
Been really impressed with him, Rob.
Magnificent.
I was going to say, I'm wanting a set of his batteries. Camera, incredible.
He's had great energy, but also real good quality as well. He's a physical player, like we mentioned in the first half. But yeah, he's a really good signing from Jim Goodwin.
So some fresh legs on for Dundee United. It's going to be interesting to see what Fatah has to offer them. And Fotheringham looks to get immediately involved with a driving run down the middle, halted by Kiziridis and McEntee, and now back with Findlay. And Craig Halkett looks to be okay. Did look bad at the time as he was hobbling around, fearing hamstring trouble. Hearts work it forward. Braga's layoff. Kyrgiota clips it back towards Claudio Braga. Just maybe a little bit over-ambitious, and Hearts number 10 can't get contact on it, and the ball goes behind for a goal kick. This match very much in the balance at Dundee United 2, Hearts 2.
Just remember when it's frozen cold in January, February, and the games are terrible, the pitches are bad. What a cracker we've seen in August.
Do we have to store some of this up for the long winter?
Don't be giving us too many good games. There's been great games so far in the opening couple of weeks of the season.
Sturton turns, finds some room, edge of the box. Owen Sturton is a decent shot on target, and down goes Zander Clark to his left-hand side to make what in the end was a fairly comfortable save.
Yeah, it's a good flick on, and Sturton takes the ball towards that 18-yard line, and then gets a left foot shot. We just can't get enough touches on it. Comfortable save for Zander Clark.
Hearts have it with Halkett, Findlay. Well, there's no doubt that Derek McInnes wants his team to go on from that equaliser and win this and make it 6 wins out of 6. But there are some tired bodies out there, and not surprisingly, because they've all poured so much into this. And pretty hot temperatures down on the pitch as well. Steinwender turns the ball inside to McEntee. 25 yards out in towards Shankland. Breaks the way of Kizaridis. A little spin on the area. Tries the right foot shot. It's good defending from Dundee United. Blocking the shot. Getting it clear. The Greek winger looking to get that shot on target. Here go Dundee United now on the attack with Sturton. Fotheringham down, no free kick. Play goes on, Hearts have it.
I think it was just a coming together off the ball.
You're with Sports Sound, BBC Radio Scotland. What a day in the Premiership. 2-0 Celtic at Pittodrie, followed by, well, 2 games which currently stand at 2 goals each. Hibs against Kilmarnock, and this one, Dundee United against Hearts. And here go United with Fotheringham again, getting the ball and just driving with it, but losing possession on halfway. Devlin slots it through the middle towards Kyrgiota.
That's the problem for United when they get the ball. I think it was Fotheringham there. He looks up, there's nobody ahead of him. He's not got any options up top, so they're sitting so deep at the moment, inviting Hearts onto them, but they need to keep that option up top.
The ball with Findlay, who headed in the 4th goal of the game. Brilliant header back across the goalkeeper, having scored with his head against Aberdeen on Monday night. 2 goals in a week for Findlay. McEntee heading towards the corner flag, looking to swing the ball in, and he's won a corner kick off Karestes.
Yeah, and Hearts have been dangerous. We've seen it in the first half with Kent with the free header, Findlay obviously with the goal. They've been dangerous from set plays.
Harry Milne trotting over to take this on the right side, just that corner next to the Tannadice tunnel, you know the one. And he'll be swinging this in, maybe trying to put this on top of Kucherenko. 2-2 it is. It's Harry Milne to deliver with a corner kick, back post, came clutching for it. Kucherenko got a hand to it and then needed some assistance.
I think it's hurt his hand, the keeper.
Yeah, he had to get through a number of bodies here. He managed to get a claw on it. It just fell away, but it looks as if he has injured either his finger or his hand. Yeah,
the clearance completed in the end by Dolchek, who looked as if he might have pulled something as well as he swung at that one. Jim Good, every time anyone picks up anything approaching an injury, Jim Goodwin must have a black cloud appearing over his head. Such an injured list at the moment, but Dundee United producing some great football as Steinwender got himself into a really good position on the byline, but he just couldn't get his right boot wrapped around it. He sliced it into the Dundee United fans behind Kucherenko's goal, and I think the goalkeeper's going to need some attention now.
Yeah, you could see it when he come for that last corner. He was shaking his hand, he was in a bit of distress, and now he's decided to sit down and get some treatment. It's the right thing to do.
Well, at least they've got 2 goalkeepers on the bench, Dundee United, so they've got a choice if they're going to replace him.
Yeah, again, whether it's just taking the sting out of the game, that'll hopefully for the Dundee United fans, they'll want that. But again, whether it's just a finger that's caught, because he was overstretching for the cross to try and come and collect it.
So 2-2 last weekend, Dundee United, 2-2 Thursday night, 2-2 today.
Yeah, but they would take 2-1 Thursday night, this coming.
Yeah.
I've got to say, they've been magnificent, considering how much they put into that game on Thursday night. They've been great, and then the Hearts have played their part as well. Hearts have had certainly the better and the more possession in the second half. United have defended very well.
You would have to say, let's hear it for the recruitment staff here at Dundee United. Lots of talk about not enough Scots in the squad, but all about getting the best players available for Jim Goodwin, and he's certainly got some good ones on board. They're taking on some fluids, the 2 sets of players at the moment. So let's get another check on that game at Easter Road, Hibs against Kilmarnock, and Brian.
Yeah, 72 minutes played. It's Hibernian 2, Kilmarnock 2. Bashiri and Yuan giving Hibs a 2-goal advantage before Polworth, and a stunner from Bannon just after half-time brought Kilmarnock on level terms. It's end-to-end here. The biggest chance of the game, though, came after a mistake by Hibernian goalkeeper Jordan Smith into the path of Watson. His shot, though, deflected just wide of the target. This could go anywhere, Rob. It's Hibernian 2, Kilmarnock 2.
Thanks, Brian. Both Hibs and Hearts, of course, looking to join Celtic on 6 points out of 6, but work to be done for both. Anything happens at Easter Road, you'll hear about it, and we have our eyes fixed on this one, and it's not been a game to take your eyes off, to be perfectly honest. Dundee United 2, Hearts 2. Kiziridis taking the ball up towards halfway, then linking with Cammy Devlin. Has a look and flights it in behind down the left-hand side for Milne to chase, and he will chase and collect close to the corner flag, and wins the throw, and the ball turned out of play by Miller-Thompson.
Miller-Thompson's done well. Again, defensive duties, he's always been back there, making sure that crosses aren't coming into the box.
Kiziridis with a cross ball, he was right on the touchline. Don't think anyone was expecting the cross, and he just bounced it into the box. It was an interesting angle. Nobody could get on the end of it.
That was a good ball. It was. You're looking for Shankland or Braga get across the front, but Hearts have not put a lot of balls in the box early. Maybe that's why neither of the strikers made the run.
Thompson gets a touch, but nipping in front of him is Kiziridis to intercept. McEntee and Devlin swapping passes, and the players from time to time just trying to get some sort of breather, because they have expended a lot of energy here into this game. Ball on the left-hand side with Milne. Kiziridis steps in off the touchline. Claudio Braga is over on that side as well, and he puts the ball into the box early, but not much chance of Shankland getting there in the 6-yard box. He was well away from it, as was Kyriota, who was coming in from the right side as well. It's in the gloves of Kucherenko.
The game's not as frantic as it was in that opening, I would say, hour. It's certainly taken a little bit out of it. Maybe the heat, the tiredness for United as well.
Yeah. Ball hooked.
I think
away.
That suits United, doesn't it? We've seen it the second half. The theme in the second half, they're sitting in that 5, trying to slow the game up. Again, they'll want them opportunities going forward. And I said that before, it's so important to use that ball well when they get it, because there's been long periods that Hearts have had possession of the ball.
Wonder if Dundee United would settle for a point here after all they've been through in the last week. I don't think anyone would voice that publicly, and certainly Hearts will want to press on here, and they will feel they're still in with a chance of turning 1 point into 3 here and making it 6 out of 6 for them after those 4 League Cup wins, each of which featured 4 goals for Hearts, and they've only conceded 1 before today in their 5 previous games, but Dundee United scoring twice. Kyriota in possession, right-hand side, flicked in, left-footed, and the ball bounced up onto the right arm of Claudio Braga as he tried to clip that one towards goal.
It was a decent ball from Kyriota. Braga doesn't go in as normal across the front post. It sort of peels out a little bit, but he has a wild slash at it. It does comes off his hand.
Unloaded downfield by Yevgeny Kucherenko, and Finley's header was heading towards the touchline, kept in by Thompson. Back from Chevet to Jovu, and now Hesselink, and patrolling that area in front is Sibbald, and he slots it down the middle, and Fotheringham's after it. Back it goes to Zander Clark, and Zander Clark just gets rid of it, hooks it anywhere. His confidence is probably at an all-time low, I would imagine, and Hearts are going to make a change here, and it's going to be Stephen Kingsley.
Straight swap. Milne off on the far side.
Yeah, Harry Milne will just walk around the Tannadice track, having gone off on the other side. So Kingsley into that left back position, and a pretty good man to have as a replacement. Good strong squad Hearts have got. Fata with the pass. Dundee United with Dolchek in possession, heading for the byline, stands it up, back post. The ball knocks convincingly cleared. It is now by Hearts. There was real pressure on them there, and it was a brilliant bit of play from Dolček to, from a really tight angle, get the ball into the back post.
He looks a proper player, Dolček. 2 good goals already today for United. Lovely left foot he's got. He hung that up at the back post, just there to be attacked.
And it was unfortunate because the ball just got stuck under his feet, or I think he would have got a shot away from the angle as well, but he manages to get to the byline, as you say, a lovely stand up to the back post.
Down goes Kyrgiota for Hearts on the halfway line, the Albanian, and free kick is quickly taken by the Tynecastle team in their change strip of white shirts and white socks, maroon shorts.
It's a really good shape from United as well. The distances are spot on just now. There's no gaps really.
Kyrgiota attacking down the right, tries to play it in towards the edge of the box. Sibbald blocked it, tries again, the Albanian, stopped by Dolček. He's doing all sorts of good work, is the Croatian number 19 for Dundee United, because in addition to his artistry on the ball, he definitely puts in a shift. Kizurides on the left for Hearts. No way past Jovu. Well, it's little and large when those two go head-to-head, and there was only one winner, and it was a Dundee United free kick. Back with Jovu. Into the middle it goes. Chevet. Good pass forward. Fotheringham keeps it moving towards Sibbald, and now Dolček on the left. Behind him is Karestes.
Just coming back into it a bit more, United, this last 5 minutes. Bit more possession, more of the ball.
Kucherenko, the goalkeeper, plays it towards Sturton. Well, they were grappling with each other, were Sturton and Halkett. The verdict goes Hearts' way. And the free kick is taken, and we're off and running again with Cammy Devlin playing the ball out to Kingsley, then gets it back. Halkett to Steinwender on the right side of the defence for the Tynecastle team. Halkett down the middle, really good pass to pick out McEntee. Heavy touch from Kyrgiota, and that allows Dolček to intercept, and then there was a bit of fancy footwork from him before the ball was booted away by Steinwender.
But he touched on it before distances, Alan, and that's why Dolček gets that challenge in. Perfect distance away from. As soon as a Hearts player takes a touch, tackles in there, and they'll be brilliant. Listen, Dundee United have been really, really good after all the European work during the week. They've been really good.
Free kick given against Cammy Devlin for the challenge on Fotheringham, and a big roar goes around Tannadice. Would both teams be happy with a point?
Yeah, but I think this is a tough place to come. Dundee United had a tough game Thursday. Starting to be they do look tired. I think maybe they would, yeah. I think both would maybe take a point.
I spoke about the feel-good factor right at the start of the match, and I guess both are going to retain it. If the scoreline were to stay this way from here, they can both take a lot out of this. In comes the free kick for Dundee United. Headed away, back into the box it goes, and in the end it's going to go behind. It was Sibbald who played it back in. Nobody could get a serious touch on it. Fotheringham tried, but the ball heads behind Zander Clark's goal.
That's what you think a late goal for either side would do. Well, you know,
say again?
10,874 crowd, but I'm saying,
yeah,
what would a late goal for either team do for them?
Well, exactly. Well, what it would do for Hearts, of course, it would take them up with Celtic at 6 points out of 6 so far in the Premiership. They're looking to keep that winning run going. They will be disappointed, but you would have to take your hat off to Dundee United for what they've come up with today on the back of what they did in Vienna on Thursday night. And of course, another full house to come here on Thursday. Can they get the job done? Can they get to the playoff stage of the Conference League?
It would be brilliant for Scottish football if they can all get through. It really would.
Another Scottish team in the group stages?
That would be absolutely brilliant.
The ball played wide towards Kyrgiota for Hearts, but he was going to need a stepladder to get up and get on the end of that. Meantime, Dolček crashing into the advertising boards, and maybe just a bit of cramp.
A bit of gamesmanship is what would be said. He goes over the boarding, off the pitch, right off it, 2 or 3 yards off it, comes back on and then lies down.
Yeah, listen, frustrating for Hearts, but clever from Dundee United. We spoke about they're wanting to slow this game up, and that's exactly using all his experience there just to put yourself back on the pitch, slow the game up.
Well, this game is almost inevitably slowing down towards the end. It had to, really, because it was played at such a frenetic pace for so long, and with so much quality, Cammy, to go with it.
Yeah, listen, it's been a brilliant game. You let the last 15 minutes, it slowed up, of course it has, and that suited Dundee United more than Hearts, probably, because they've got tired legs out there. It's all about concentration for them between now and the end of the game to make sure they get points on the board. But listen, what a game we've had on our hands this afternoon.
I think this is where the United fans can play their part as well. Try and get them through to the 90th minute if they can.
The ball hooked forward towards Shanklin for Hearts. In goes Carestes, great challenge, and again from him, and he holds off Braga and he wins the free kick, and it's going to be yellow for Claudio Braga for not very much, really, you would have to say, but it was great bit of defending from Carestes.
It was really good, strong in on Shanklin, strong in on Braga. Braga's now feeling he's getting cramp as well. You can see that. I think he's going to come off.
Yeah, James Wilson is standing by on the touchline. And can he bring his goal touch to bear potentially in the closing stages of this? It is going to be Wilson for Braga. And Carestes, meantime, back on his feet for Dundee United. And Jim Goodwin probably demanding that everybody, when they go down, get back on their feet.
Carestes is, I thought they were being clever there, because why is he having to go off the pitch? He got booked. Is that not the ruling? That you can stay on?
It's meant to be.
So I don't understand why he sent him off the pitch, and I think that's why the physio came on so fast.
Yeah, well, I think Jim Goodwin's making that point down below us at the moment.
He should immediately be on.
Yeah, he shouldn't have left the pitch.
Kucherenko with the free kick, fires it forward for Dundee United.
Still not allowing him on. His ball's over the far side at last.
Headed away by Kizurides and out on the far side. Dundee United 2, Hearts 2, Hibs 2, Kilmarnock 2. This afternoon's Premiership doubleheader after Celtic won 2-0 at Pittodrie against Aberdeen to keep up their 100% start.
Head knock.
Clash, yeah, clash of heads. Far side. And that's going to be a sore one.
Is it Kingsley, I think it is?
Yeah, Kingsley's pretty quickly back on his feet. Not sure who it is for Dundee United, but they're still down meantime. And we're going to have another stoppage here with these two still.
Has he got a card out? I think he's got a card out.
Yeah, he's got a yellow in his hand. Lawrence Shankland is asking the question here of David Dickinson, but it's always great when you're down on the deck and you're injured. When you get back up, all you see is a yellow card in your face.
It was difficult to see from here.
Is it Chevet?
Chevet,
I think it's Vichko Chevet who's down, and he's going to get booked when he gets back to his feet.
It's the opposite side of the pitch, but certainly from here it just looked like coming together. Again, the referee's closer, so whether there's an elbow, I'm unsure.
Yeah, it's one of those that you kind of think is 6 and half a dozen. So his head's probably nipping him at the moment, and David Dickinson's nipping him as well with that yellow card. Meantime, still off the pitch, Chevet back on now and sprinting back into position. Kizurides on the ball for Hearts. Can he make something happen late on at Tannadice? Great challenge from Miller-Thompson to stop him, and the ball played up to Sturton. Intercepting was Cammy Devlin.
Miller-Thompson's been brilliant. His defensive duties, he's been really, really good. Well switched on for a young man.
Kyrgiota getting forward for Hearts. Tries to slip the ball inside. Interception by Esselink.
But he looks forward, Esselink. There's not many ahead of him.
Bert Esselink wearing the captain's armband in the absence of not just Ross Graham, who's out long term, but Will Ferry suspended today, the vice captain. But Esselink, I guess, is a pretty natural guy to wear a captain's armband because he plays in the middle of the back three and he tends to organise everything round about him. Well, Ivan Dolce, not surprisingly, is picking up the sponsors' man of the match at Tannadice in terms of the home team.
Yeah, he's been brilliant on this left-hand side, a real threat going forward, but also we touched on his defensive duties. He's there every time. His distances have been fantastic. He's had a brilliant afternoon.
Ball out of play on the far side. Dundee United 2, Hearts 2. If you've joined us late, and if you've joined us late, you've missed an absolute cracker of a game.
I think there'll be a bit of time added on.
The ball fired down the line and launched forward by Findlay. Then it's Yovu returning the compliment for Dundee United. Findlay got his head to it, felt he was fouled. David Dickinson says, get back to your feet. It's Findlay's goal at the moment, which has us at 2-2. Is there going to be a late twist in the tail? A slip from Halkett, and Fata onto the ball off the bench for Dundee United. Back inside it goes. Chevet with a shot, and it curls just wide of target from the Croatian from 30 yards out.
Perhaps making their own problems here. Halkett, as this time he slips, gives it away. United get the ball back, and Chevet with a shot just wide of the target.
It looked as if there was a bit of a gap there when he reversed into that corner, but he just pulled it wide.
I think he fancied it. I think he's looking heavenwards at the moment, because I think in his book that was a real chance to be hitting the target. It stays at 2-2 at Tannadice. You couldn't really wish for much better football entertainment than this. Findlay on the ball. Kizourides out wide, getting more and more game time for Derek McInnes as he uses him cautiously to begin with. Cross-field from the Greek winger to Michael Steinwender. And now Kyrgiota with the cross ball in, curling in, headed away by Yovu. Devlin tried to slot a pass through. It all breaks down, cleared by United. Back it comes from Halkett, and then a sliced effort from Kirestes, and the ball is in the main stand. 2-2, it remains 2-2 at Easter Road between Hibs and Kilmarnock.
McEntee is this time to throw it in. Halkett's gone up now.
It's a Sheen McEntee winding up for the long throw. In it comes, aimed at the near post. So Dundee United head the guess there. It was Esselink. Back with McEntee against Sturton. He gets it in, Oisin McEntee. Flicked on at the near post. Dundee United desperate to get it away. And it's Kyrgiota with the right foot shot and diving across to make a superb save is Yevgeny Kurchenko.
It's a brilliant save again. It's a good hit from the edge of the ball. Takes a deflection, which I think makes it more difficult for the goalkeeper. He flies over that left-hand side and claws it away. Brilliant save.
What a moment that could have been for Kyrgiota. In comes the corner kick for Hearts.
The line.
And it's cleared off the line. It was just sneaking inside the post.
Findlay again.
Stuart Findlay hitting the target. There is a penalty check going on while Hearts prepare to take another corner kick. The check is over. Was it Sibbald on the post?
Yeah.
Who got that away? What a bit of defending that was. Hearts to try again with another late corner kick at Tannadice.
And this is a different one from Hearts.
Can they find a winner? In it comes, left-footed, cleared. Fata at the edge of the box on the counter-attack for Dundee United. Oh, it's a great run. He's being hauled back by Kizourides, who will be yellow-carded.
Easiest yellow card of the season. It's actually, as far as Hearts are concerned, it's a good foul.
Yeah, it's good for Dundee United as well. Fatah does brilliant again, just sees the space, knows he's not got any bodies in front of him, so he has to drive with the ball, does ever so well, and I think he takes that foul every day as well.
Amar Fatah's got a bit of pace about him, hasn't he? He looked like a 400-metre runner there as he was crossing halfway, and Kiziridis doing the right thing and holding him back. Just about took the shirt off his back. Free kick, Dundee United. Esselink plays it forward. Finlay gets it away. Hearts defending at the moment, hoping they can get up the pitch and create another chance to score a winning goal. Kyrgiota thought he'd done it a few moments ago with that right footer deflected and clawed away by Kurchenko. Great bit of goalkeeping, and I think he is more and more endearing himself to the Dundee United fans. It remains 2-2 at Tannadice. Best part of 11,000 here, lapping up every moment. Kiziridis, jinking run down the left-hand side, onto his left foot, in comes the cross. Great header, Kereshtes, bouncing back towards Kiziridis, spins on the byline, and the ball goes behind, and it's going to be a Hearts corner kick.
A chance for Steinbrenner again, but good defending from Dundee United. They want to try and see this through.
It's just concentration, though, Alan. That's all it is. Concentrate, do your job, clear the ball.
Look at Kereshtes at the back with Shanklin. He doesn't watch the ball. He's one of these defenders that the ball's behind him and he's just watching Shanklin.
David Dickinson having a word with the pair of them.
No, he doesn't watch the ball.
They will resume hostilities right now.
Has no clue that the ball's coming in. He's actually got arms round him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be careful.
And it comes from Kiziridis. Hearts have won it, surely. It's Stuart Finlay again with a low, stooping header at the near post to divert in the corner kick from Kiziridis. And that has to be a late winner for Hearts at Tannadice. It's 3-2.
Oh, the goal scorer, Stuart Finlay, with yet another goal. It's a good ball in. It's quite flat, actually, and it's a diving header at the near post into the back of the net. Heartbreaking for Dundee United. I think Finlay's been booked there for his celebration. The referee books him. Spoil it for you, ref. No problems. But
what a header. What a header that is, because as you say, it's low. It's almost at the level for a volley. Stuart Finlay just gets across his defender, manages to flick it into that far corner, giving the goalkeeper no chance.
I just wonder if there was a little lapse in concentration there when there were maybe a lot of eyes on Shankland and Kereshtes, and wondering if that grappling was going to continue between the pair of them. But meantime, nipping in at the near post was Stuart Finlay to get low for the header and find a way past Kucherenko. And Hearts have found a way to surely win this game and make it 6 points out of 6 and 6 wins out of 6 to start the Scottish football season. What a remarkable moment that was.
Oh, it was incredible stuff, it really was. Finlay goes over to the corner flag, kicks it, and celebrates. This is not done yet, tell you.
Dolchek's header in. Hearts with some defending to do. Shanklin tries to get it away, and there's a handball, and Hearts will have a free kick.
That's an incredible header. Going back to Stuart Finlay's goal, just the way that he dives across, he's past the front post and manages to guide it into the far post. Incredible header.
Make that 3 goals in a week for Stuart Finlay. Absolutely incredible from such a tight angle, diving down to get that all-important touch.
I thought there was a block at the near post. There wasn't, just slack from United.
Yeah, he wanted it more than anyone else, and the ball flashes into the far corner from Findlay's header, and it's Dundee United 2, Hearts 3. And just listen to that noise from the best part of 2,800 Hearts fans. There goes the final whistle. It's 6 wins out of 6 for Derek McInnes and his team, and it's 6 points out of 6 in the Scottish Premiership, and Hearts join Celtic at the top of the table with the most dramatic of late winners. And what a double for Stuart Findlay, having powered in the header which made it 2-2. They were 2-1 down at half-time. He then popped up again with that diving near post header to flash the ball past Kucherenko, and Dundee United look desolate and devastated at the moment at having to suffer a defeat when they put so much into the game. But Hearts finding the important moment right at the end to find 3 Premier precious Premiership points. What a game it's been. Final score, Dundee United 2, Hearts